we're also at ESFM to also explain what sickle cell is to the community. Also, that was, I think, last week we were at OSBC.
Okay.
Then before since the first of this month, we've been doing this kind of online awareness. I got the inspiration that okay, we are doing sickle cell awareness, but we should not leave out the people facing this condition. So our awareness this month were based on warriors, the thoughts that could arise due to these complications, due to this pain, due to the day-to-day challenges they might be facing. So getting these thoughts and what can they do to actually reduce or to mitigate some of these thoughts. So our awareness has been around that area. So that's quite what we've been doing in the month of September.
Modupe Shidrade, how would you say the receptivity and the effectiveness of this awareness have been since you started, just as Peter said, in the first of this
September,
month? The
yes.
month is, this is 27th.
27th,
so
yes.
for over 27 days now, you've
been dropping daily
awareness.
tips.
Like, imagine.
Yes,
how
of sickle
has
cell
been the
warriors.
receptivity both online,
Yes.
the outreach you went to, and, you know, how's it been so far?
If you ask me, I think it's been impacting.
Okay.
So,
Now, our tips is not just centered on sickle cell warriors alone. There are also thoughts where a non-sickle cell warrior, a caregiver, will be able to see it from the lens of what we feel.
Okay.
So our tips is for both sickle cell warriors and non-sickle cell warriors. You know, so that's what we do. And honestly, a lot of people are being educated. I get comments, you know, about people saying, okay, you're doing a good job, you know, and all of that. People take time to read what we write, and then they reason from our own perspective. It's been very, very impacting. I must say.
Thank you very much. I think I've gotten, because I was wondering for over 27 days, what has been the progress so far?
What challenges do these warriors, the sickle sellers, you know, what do they face? What do they face in terms of education, employment, social life, you know, all put together?
Okay, living as a sickle cell warrior, in all sincerity, like I said, it's not easy. The condition puts you in a kind of, I don't know, people term us to be maybe lazy, but I know that I'm not lazy. I know that I'm not a weak person. Yes. You know, the thing is, stress is one of the major triggers of sickle cell. And everyday lifestyle, you must go through stress one way or the other. You're schooling, you're writing exams, you're working, you have challenges or tasks to meet at work. But then your body has limitations considering your condition.
Okay.
Yes. And so being able to juggle the two, it's very demanding. Now you could, we talked about sickle cell being a disability. Some people will not totally agree. Yes. But in all sincerity, it's a disability on its own.
Sincerely, let me not lie. When Ajibike was doing the introduction and she said a disability, I was shocked. In my mind, I was like, was she okay. I just had to keep quiet. I was like, you people will explain actually if it's really a disability, because I was lost. Disability as how, in the real sense. And now that you're corroborating that, it really affirms that.
Thank you. So anything that will incapacitate you, anything that will limit you. Now, most people see me and say, you don't look like a sickle cell warrior. I'm like, in my mind, before now, I'll be like, well, I know I don't look it, but I know what I go through. I know,
wow,
yes, the stress I go through on a daily basis just to keep pushing.
Wow.
Yes. But then, you know, it might not appear physically.
Okay.
But then.
In some.
Yes, in some. But the truth is, sickle cell is not a condition to, I don't know what word to use.
I get.
So it's a disability on its own.
Do you believe that there's still stigma attached around sickle cell, and how can disability recognition now help reduce that?
Okay. There's still stigma attached to it. In fact, a lot. Many people, well, in workplace, maybe when there is employment, recruitment processes for employment, if I just come up and say I'm sickle cell, you know that quite a number of people will not be encouraged to say they want to employ me. That's part of the stigma we're talking about. And if you relate it to disability, once you can just be limited, not limitation, you can just be allowed to function within your
capacity.
Yes, your capacity.
Yeah.
Most of us do well. That's the truth. I'm a civil servant, I'm a mother, and I manage all of these things, you know, with my health, coupled with my health. So we're not lazy. It's just that once we can understand our limits and live according to that lifestyle, we'll do well. So my line of thought, I just wanted to say that people should consider sickle cell as a disability, and it shouldn't be, you know.
It shouldn't be, or it should be.
Oh, sorry, it should be.
Okay,
right.
Yes.
It should not be stigmatized.
It should not be
stigmatized.
That's the point.
Thank you.
So what policies do you think the government can put in place to protect the rights and well-being of people with the sickle cell?
In Osun State recently, I think in 2024, there was this bill that was passed that prohibits discriminating people living with disability. It was passed last year in 2024, and early this year there was a bureau that was inaugurated, you know, or created to see to the affairs of people living with disability in the states early this year. And so we'll just hope that as sickle cell warriors or a community, the advocates within Osun State, that will have inclusion, will be included amongst people that are living with disability, so we can enjoy all that people with disability are also enjoying in the states.
Enough.
We have a governor who is large at heart, you know, and yes, exactly. And so if they can also consider us as people living with disability, so a few of us or all of us, not, well, I won't say all because, but then people should be considered, and we want to enjoy us because they enjoy quite a number of things. The health insurance in Osun State, people living with disability are under it and they enjoy free health facility. If we can also be considered into that plan, it will be very beautiful.
Now let's turn to genotype issues, because sickle cell has to do with genotype. When two people come together and they produce due to the form of genotype, you have sickle cell issue. I have this question for Mr. Peter. At what stage now should genotype screening ideally be carried out, and who should be targeted?
Okay. Regarding that, we have what we call newborn screening.
Okay.
And that is usually done as early as 6 months.
Okay.
Because these children, it helps proper management of this condition when they are diagnosed early enough. Because there are certain, the condition comes with its own peculiarity, comes with high susceptibility to infection. So there are this kind of vaccines they should take as early as possible. So at 6 months, these children should be tested, and the newborns that are gotten to have this condition should be well taken care of. Number one, by explaining the condition to the caregivers to actually alleviate anxiety, because we find out that most of these caregivers, once they hear that statement, your child has sickle cell disease, they get devastated, and it has resulted to some kind of guilt in them. So we need this screening as early as possible. Newborn screening, though it's still a thing of progress, even in our country, Nigeria, even in Osun State, but it's one of those ways that we can actually see to proper management of this condition and see to a better quality of life for this for people living with sickle cell disease.
Yeah, should we, because of the warmth of our time?
Yes, because of want of time, we are going out, but I just wanted to corroborate this, the importance, just in 30 seconds. You highlight that as the final thought will come from Mrs. Shijade. The importance of parents conducting their genotype test is very important to intensify that again. This is Awareness Month, and we are making awareness, right?
Yes, right.
The essence why lovers, let me just go straight, before they get married, get to test themselves and be sure of their genotype before getting to produce, let me use that word, children. Can you tell us?
Okay. Yeah. So we regarding genotype compatibility, one of the core areas of our advocacy is actually to ensure that people understand what genotype compatibility is. And this is because our nation have the highest burden of this condition, sickle cell disease. And as youths that are looking forward to getting married, we advise that they carry out their genotype test as much as possible, like not depending on a particular center due to the laboratory errors that we see nowadays. So getting it tested as many times as possible, and also knowing the genotype of their partners to understand that, okay, we are compatible. And compatibility simply means that their genotype has to ensure that they are they have zero probability of giving birth to a sickle cell patient, zero probability of giving birth to someone they will later have guilt of having. So it's very, very, very important for this genotype testing to be done. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so it's gonna be a wrap about that. I mean, in 30 seconds, a message to sickle cellers out there. 30 seconds.
Okay, to all warriors out there, I would like to just celebrate your resilience. You're doing well. Keep pushing.
I'll talk to them.
Okay, to all warriors out there, I like to celebrate your resilience. You're all doing well. Keep pushing and believe in yourself. Never let sickle cell define you in any way, you know. And you can be what you want to be.
Oh, that's a beautiful one.
You can be what you want to be. I like that line.
Definitely, you can be what you want to be. Okay, this is a wrap with our guest for today. And right now we're going to be going on a short break. Thank you so much for coming around.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you.
I'll be here.
As always.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go on a commercial break. We'll take my work, my pride. What is it that you do that is prideful to you? Hey, we are getting in there. And
Ajibike likes food. Me, I like talking. We both like talking, but she likes food. We'll go on this break and we'll have some music to celebrate the coronation of Rashidi Ladoja, and you know the rest continues as the rulership continues. Maybe one day I'll become Omoba myself.
Okay, and you say you know me. Remember, I mean I know you.
I know you. Why will I forget?
Let's go on the short break.
Let's go and do that.
Special thanks to all our guests. You know, every bit of them has been nothing but amazing.
Impressive.
And I pray to God we see. By the time we come back next week, it's going to be Welcome to October.
Yes, welcome to October. In advance.
To October.
To October in
Maybe
advance.
a fruitful
And shout out to all the crew members, from the producer himself, Pastor Alaka.
Looking so sharp today.
If you see our producer, don't let me say anything. Come and meet us behind the camera. Come with something. Don't let me say further. The director, all cameramen, sound man, and everybody. You are the real MVPs, and I salute you myself.
Okay, can we say our goodbyes right now?
Ajibs. Ibadan, yeah, let's go to Ibadan.
Okay.
And go and greet the Kabiyesi himself.
Yeah,
it's very important to do that.
Oh, God.
Let's do this.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.